All right, hello and welcome to Swing It and Ding It, an iHeartMedia podcast. Man, this is a birdie fest.
It's a Philly show, baby.
Let's go.
All right, welcome in to Swing It and Ding It as the PGA Tour comes to a close for 2024, but we do not stop here at Swing It and Ding It. We just keep on going.
There is no off-season, Moose.
Can't stop, won't
No.
stop.
There is not. And we would like to thank Comcast Business, introducing Ultimate Speed for Business, the fastest internet plans yet from Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Also, our friends at All Access GTE, who, if you saw the news this week, got a great award. They were named North America's Best Outbound Golf Tour Operator for 2024 from the World Golf Awards.
Yeah.
Well
Pretty
deserved.
Cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
Outbound.
As if you needed another reason, to book
Right.
with them.
Yeah. Yeah. But as we always say, there's a link in our bio that has some special pricing, special offers for our followers, our listeners, our friends. So make sure you get on there and take a look. Thought we were having a guest. We still might have a guest. We'll see. We're not going to say who it is because if not, we will have them back on at another time. But Danielle, why don't you start us off with some tea?
I was going to say Biggie jumped in as the guest here.
Biggie's always willing to stop in.
Yeah, and jump in and make his appearance. All right, we'll start with the biggest tea of all time. I can't believe that I forgot to talk about this last week. It was just Moose was back and I was excited about Tally. And, I forgot to tell you guys that I won the long drive contest.
What?
We went to Brandon played in the Jupiter Medical Center event, which was at Old Palm, pardon me, but they had a kickoff event at Old Marsh. And this was so cool. I was like, we need to do this for NEPA. It looked like a runway going down the 18 fairway, right? So it's glow in the dark, red, white, blue stripes all lit up. And you get 5 balls and you get a point for each section that you hit the ball in. So I'm wearing heels. I'm wearing a dress, glow in the dark balls. And I get up there and Brandon's there and our friend, Colin and Carly are with us. And I'm like, all right, I hit one. It's within the section. The next one, I straight pipe 220 down the middle. Brandon's like, give me the specs on that driver right now.
Yeah,
He's
right.
I literally, I asked Mike Menery, I was like, hey, what is that? Let's figure this out. So now I'm really, it's like, you guys know how it is. You hit one good shot and you're pulled back in. So he had a trip. So he's not home, but I'm like, hey, when you get back, maybe Thanksgiving morning golf, we do something. I'm like, Jason, I need to come over and get fitted. So, the bug's
She's
sticking on
back.
a little bit more.
She's back, baby.
That's awesome. But is there no video of this?
Yeah.
It was there. I can show you. It's glow in the dark. So I'll text you guys it.
Okay,
If we want to put it
yeah,
up on
cool.
social, we can.
We
but
need
it's,
to put that up there.
I know. I'm like,
you
all right,
in heels hitting a 240-yard drive. I got to see that.
in the dark, Harry, with
In
the
the
glow in the
dark.
dark ball. Yeah.
It's the kind of content we
awesome.
need on Swing It and Ding It.
Exactly.
It was
Screw
tight.
Bryson trying to make a hole and run over his house.
Right.
He still
Can't
hasn't
get
made
enough
it,
of that, by the way. No,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
So, right. So if you guys see me in heels, playing golf from here on out, no, you didn't.
it's okay. Yeah, do what works. Whatever works. I might
Absolutely.
start doing it if it works.
Yeah,
I'll try anything.
We might be onto something
Yeah.
here.
Brandon might
Well-
be able to hit that driver 400 though.
I'll keep him out of my closet.
Yeah.
Well, good transition. We talked about Bryson. It's been so entertaining. Him trying to make that hole in one over his mansion in Grapevine, Texas. It's a 100-yard shot from his driveway, aiming to land the ball in the hole in that, artificial turf in the backyard. Despite numerous attempts, I think it's over 91 of a recent count. He has yet to sink it. Maybe we should do a little bet, see on what day he will.
You can wager on it. You can.
You can.
Of course you
are
can.
able to wager on it. Yeah.
That's
That's
I
incredible.
wonder why he didn't decide in the beginning to I guess he thought he was going to make it on the first day to change the pin position every couple days because it's a tough place. He can't get rollback really.
right.
The
he's not
rocks
really
there
getting into it
bouncing
anyway.
off.
It's
Yeah.
going to be one that's going to hit a rock and bounce off, and that's the one that's going to go in.
He got
Yeah,
really
he's-
close the other day.
It hit another
Yeah,
ball.
he
It was
did,
rolling
yeah.
in, and it hit another
Right.
ball. He's got all these people working for him. Why don't they clear
I know.
the,
Why don't they clear
clear
out
the
the
area?
green? Yeah.
I don't know. Get that guy off the roof.
The guy
Just set
on
up a
the
camera.
roof.
Right? He's just with his phone, but you know what? The roof guy's my favorite because then it's like, show me it's real. Because the first time I saw it, I'm like, whatever. And then I see the guy on the roof, and I'm like, all right, got a guy.
And he's getting millions and millions and millions of views. It's awesome.
And we're talking about it each week. Like, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
The guy knows what he's doing. You know
I almost
what I mean?
don't want him to make it,
right?
Just to keep talking about it. But it does. His house looks like an office building, doesn't it?
It's a lot of open windows in the middle.
Yeah,
But
glass house, baby.
Think about it. The three of us took 100 shots from there. There is no way we're not hitting that house at least a couple times.
Oh yeah.
I would be hitting a few of those straight into the window, and that wouldn't be a good look.
Crazy.
Do we know what club he's using? Is it like a 56 degree or like what? Because they're all the same shaft, so it all it looks like it might be an 8-iron, but it can't be. Like it's got to be some really lofted wedge.
I mean, is there any chance he does it? I don't know. He hasn't shanked one or anything. He's just
they're all tap-ins.
No,
literally
I mean, the strikes.
You could put
are
a hula hoop down, and it's it's right there. It's kind of wild, but we won't be trying that anytime soon. How do we not talk about Tiger? Anytime there's Tiger news, it's big news. There was clickbait, and I was like, I actually didn't even click on it because I was like, whatever. They're like, Tiger announcing news that might disappoint fans, and I'm like, he's not playing. Right. And then come to see, it says Tiger Woods is set to return at the Hero starting in November. So
I saw that he's not playing.
Yeah, I
saw the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, he had surgery in September on his back again.
I mean,
I don't think there's any way he's playing.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. But then I saw
he'll be there because it's his event.
He's a host.
He's not going to play.
Right. Yeah, but this it came from Golf News, so maybe it was just a backdated one because I was like, wait, the clickbait. I thought they were teasing me, trying to get me to not. So
he updated it yesterday. He said, "I'm disappointed I'll not be able to compete this year at the Hero World Challenge.
Right,
but always looking forward to being a tournament host."
Yeah, and he'll be driving around in a golf cart.
He said, excited to welcome exemptions, Justin Thomas, Jason Day, and Nick Dunlap into the field.
Nick Dunlap? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's usually only about 18 guys that play in that thing.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Willie Z made his return there, so maybe Brandon can get an exemption.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's go.
But yeah, talking about that. So we talked a little bit about it last week, the significant structural changes that is happening to, the PGA Tour going from full-time players on the PGA Tour from 125 to 100. We talked about Lucas's remarks. And then Corn Ferry and Q School also having fewer spots, and some events are no longer going to have Monday qualifiers. We saw our friend Ryan was talking about that for a while, but it's just wild how everything is changing. So we need Trump to get in there, make a deal, and get this thing going so we can maybe, get back to some normalcy in golf and what's going on.
Yeah, this came up as a topic yesterday when I was recording some episodes for Teed Off for Inside Golf at Lulu, and everybody agreed. Brownie, Ken Phillips from the president of the Golf Association of Philadelphia, Joe Logan, Jim Sullivan, we're all in agreement that this has nothing to do with pace of play.
Nothing. And Lucas was the only one to say it. They're hiding behind it.
They're using that as the excuse. But the real reason is they just want to make this a closed shop, which is really what it's turning into.
It's literally exactly what Lucas said. I mean,
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Credit to him for having the nuts to say it.
Oh, yeah. You need guys like that out there.
Because I guarantee you they're all thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just one guy that's, strong enough to stand up and say it. Guys, does anybody know Gino Thitkel?
Gino Titticum?
Thitkel?
No, it's Titticum.
Gino. Oh, is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay.
Formerly known, she changed her name. Her real name is Ataya Titticum. Okay. But she wants
Harry,
to be known as Gino.
You know all about Gino. How can her and I become best friends? Because she is so
She's got
funny.
an extra $4 or $5 million to spend.
And quote, she's like, I'm gonna spend it. And they're like, nah. She's like, definitely spend it. And, like the announcers were like, nah, like, her financial advisors are going to tell her no. I'm like, hey, girlfriend, you want to go shopping with that $4 million? I'll help you. I'll be your personal shopper.
How about
Let's
that?
go. Oh my God. She's so cute. Like, it was fun. Like her personality, and she was just so excited about it. And, it just humanized it a little bit. So to see her celebrating, and, the girls came over the champagne. She's like, wait, should I drink it? Should I not? She's like, I don't know. Like, it's funny because she was like,
funny.
Yeah.
That's the largest prize ever in women's athletics.
$4 million.
$4 million for
First
CME.
place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. And I watched it, of course, and it was great theater. I'm telling you, this was a match play event, basically, between Titican and Angel Yin, who was fantastic. They were just draining putts from everywhere, and it was just mano a mano, and it was really good to see. And, Angel Yin just missed one. She pushed one on 17, which was the par 5. She had a short birdie putt, which if she makes it, they probably go to a playoff. Mm-hmm. But she pushed it and made par. And, Titican went eagle birdie on both days on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for the final 2 holes. It was really impressive.
Oh, yeah. The final event of the LPGA season, just like the boys over in Sea Island.
Yep.
And then 7 under 65, finishing 22 under par, and just to beat Angel by 1. So that was her second win of the season, too, and her 16th of her career. Yep. It's wild when we, talk about the women. You don't really think about that. Like we talked about Nelly, 7 in a season. And then we're like, okay, we're looking at Gino here with her second win, 16 in her professional career. There's not many, guys on the PGA Tour with 16. We're looking at that. It's like, wow. And then $4 million. That's crazy because that's the biggest purse. She's like,
second place got $1 million.
Yeah.
Angel Yin got $1 million for finishing second. I mean, think
that's
about
awesome.
that. That prize money is unbelievable.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
CME group is responsible for that. So Lydia Ko finished third by herself, and then Nelly finished T5. So pretty good week for her too.
Yep. And then we saw, if you guys were watching, obviously there was coverage on Lexi and it being her last event. But, maybe they're not the same, Lexi and Lucas, but Lexi was also speaking out about coverage and lack of it for the LPGA and everything else. So she's like, talking about going out, but she was really still trying to further the game for the women too.
And she's done a great job with that. I mean, she's sort of like the Ricky Fowler of the LPGA because just young people, young girls they gravitate to Lexi at these events and on television, and she has grown the game. I don't know if you can quantify it in any special way, but she's definitely done a tremendous amount to grow the game.
Absolutely, yeah. So it says she's hanging up full-time competitive golf, but I'm sure maybe she'll get an itch or two and get back out there possibly.
Yeah, I would think there'd be some sponsors exemptions to certain events that you
that you can't pass off.
Exactly.
You're pass up. You're like, all right, I'll dust the clubs off and come out for this one.
She might not be taking a jet to Singapore for those events that they have all around the world, but I'm sure she's going to make an appearance in Florida a few times.
Step out for the $4 million purse, maybe not the one.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't have too much additional tea. So if you guys have any breaking news that you want to share that you've seen.
Well, I know I see the sunshine and I see it's going to be 50 today, Harry, and we're going to actually swing some golf clubs today. So that's exciting to me. So I haven't played in a couple weeks. So
yeah, it is exciting to me as well. And I've been watching the weather. It looks like it might get to 53 degrees, Danielle, in Millville, New Jersey, where we're headed.
Yeah.
Not me wearing a turtleneck when it's 70 degrees.
That's right. Our friends from Ticks for Good. They have their turkey trot today down at Silica Sands, which is connected to Trout National, which excited to kind of peek over the fence and see what's going on over there, Harry.
Absolutely, man. Of course, Tiger Woods designed that with Mike Trout, and hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of the property, but. What do we got? 9 holes, or are we playing it twice to play 18? It's a par 3, obviously.
Par 3. I think we're playing 9 holes.
Okay.
I know there's like great prizes on every hole, and Marco and the folks from Ticks for Good, they do a great job with their events, whether it's Eagles tailgates or anything they do. And make sure you check them out because it's an awesome way to donate to charity and be registered to win some crazy prizes. So make sure you check those guys out for sure. It's 100% legit. They are our friends. I know it's a little sketchy when you're out there doing stuff like that, but here's something where you can actually do good and know the people behind it that are doing it and know that everything's going to a good place. So good stuff for Ticks for Good.
Yeah. Awesome.
So we have another swing it and ding it guess. Gets
friend of the show.
Yeah. Are you guys listening? Hello, PGA Tour players. You hearing this? RSM Classic. None other than Maverick McNealy gets his first win in 142 starts on the PGA Tour. Gets himself into the Century, the Masters, the PGA Championship. And I was tuned in on 18 when he hits that 185-yard shot to 5.5 feet just to seal the deal. Tremendous stuff, Harry. Great. I mean, he had some up and downs, and there were some, huge swings. We'll talk a little bit, I'm sure, about Berger and Joel Damon and some of the other guys that were. It was a very emotional tournament for a lot of people, but good for Maverick McNealy for getting it done. Yeah,
how about that approach? I don't know. What was that, a 7-iron or an 8-iron, do you think? He was cold, so it might have been a 7. I don't know, but man, he stuck that to 5 feet. And didn't make a whole lot of birdies on Sunday. Shot the final round 68, but it was enough. And it would have been a cool playoff, though. It would have been a 5-way playoff if he makes par on 18 with Berger, Echeverria, and Luke Clanton, that amateur, or a 4-way playoff it would have been, excuse me. But Luke Clanton has just been unbelievable in the 7 or 8 events that he's played in.
So exciting to watch.
Yeah, from Florida State.
Yeah.
And but you get a birdie on the 72nd hole and you win, and he's just so elated. His whole thing was he wanted to finish as well so he could play in the Pebble Beach event, which is an elevated event, but at the top 60, like the next 10 guys get in there. Okay. And so he was already in that. Now he's in everything. Now you're going to the Masters. So really cool.
Yeah. Very cool. And you had Joel Damon, who was 124th to start. He makes the cut on the number.
Yeah.
Shoots a 70 on Saturday. I think he was at like 128 at that point, but then comes back with a 64, gets back to 124, keeps his card for 2025. Talk about pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, how different is your life if you're one stroke off in a tournament, right?
It's like Q school, like those guys. Yeah, it really is.
You're playing for your job.
You really are.
It's the hardest interview, I think, for any position ever. Nobody has to go through that many stages, that much pressure, that much stress, adrenaline. It's wild.
Yeah, I was watching on Friday, because obviously there's a cut, and he being Damon, was playing with Wesley Bryan and Zach Blair, and they were all really on the bubble, right? Wesley Bryan missed the cut. He goes from number 125 right on the number to 128. He's out, right? Zach Blair was 123. He finished 126 because he missed the cut, and by one shot. I mean, it's incredible. I can't imagine what that must be like.
Yeah. We saw some good golf out of Daniel Berger. Norlander was the other one who went from 126 to 120. That was a big swing to get in. But yeah, it's always interesting these last couple events, especially now with the changes, right? Damon got a lot of coverage, obviously, because he's Joel Damon.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Because of Netflix.
Yeah.
Full swing. But he's also just the personality too, right? We always talk about like the humanizing. Like he just, I don't know. He's just a likable guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Sea Island, Harry?
Oh, the place is terrific.
Right?
I mean, it just is. I mean, that's the place that's where I want to live. It is.
Bury me there.
That's it. That's the place. It's just quiet enough.
Hell of a choice.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's beautiful.
Getting back to Maverick, though, his brother, Scout, was on the bag and is going to continue as his caddy. And regardless of whether he won last weekend or not, was going to continue on the bag. How cool is that? And, of course, if you listen to the podcast, they're all named. All the kids are named after cars.
Yeah.
Scout was a car back in the 50s or 60s, I think. I don't know if it was a Ford or what it was, but brother Scout on the bag. Now he's got a job.
It's an interesting story, too. I wish I remembered so I can give credit to who wrote it, but just talking about how he was such a team sports person growing up, and he's built this team around him, and that's when he's felt better out there. He had an injury that he had to recover from, but he has like a 12, 13 person team, physio and trainers and everything that makes him feel more of like part of something bigger, which is why he's attributing his success to. So, it's interesting with the different personalities out there, right? Some people are kind of lone wolves. They want to do it on their own. And some people need that support system to have success.
I think Maverick has an asterisk by his name, though, too, because he has no issue with any money since he was born. So having a team like that to make sure everything is fine. It's like, yeah, of course I can have a team of 13 at all times, massaging my back, carrying my clubs, doing this, as to where somebody who's grinding it out is like, yeah, I'll stick with
every dollar I make needs to stay.
I'll get a massage every other month and sit in the back of the plane.
I've never had a massage.
Lies.
No, never.
All right, I know what to get Harry for his.
No, I don't want one. I really don't want. Nah, I don't need anybody touching me.
Well, we're not saying it's like you're
that
not
is
going.
So Harry Mays. That is the most Harry Mays thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'll do without it.
You're not coming to the one here in Jupiter where it's whatever.
Where Robert Kraft. Yeah, exactly.
You're not getting a happy.
You want to give me a gift card there? I'll be down.
I feel like Harry would be hypercritical of everything that's going on.
Yeah, you're not doing this right.
That is amazing.
Figured you'd like that one, Moose.
Wow. Yeah, that is tremendous.
But have you ever had a pedicure, Harry?
A pedicure? Are you serious? No, I've had a manicure, but not a pedicure.
I'm surprised you've even had a
manicure. He says that's so Philly, too. I had a manicure.
I had a manicure. Yeah, I mean, it was my stylist that I had down in Wilmington, North Carolina. She was very attractive, and she wanted to do my nails. So I'm like, you can do anything you want. So that's where I had the manicure. But I don't know if you guys
can we convince you though to get a massage?
A pedicure?
Or massage. I mean, pedicures are great. I go every 2 weeks, but
I'd get a massage before I got a pedicure.
All right, let's get you on that, and we'll have you report back. Moose, have you had a massage and a pedicure?
Oh, of course he has.
Yeah, he's a well-maintained man.
He goes from the pro shop
to
this the massage parlor.
Today, 3:00 after I play 9.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw this. I tweeted it on the Swing It and Ding It X account. It was a great article. It's pretty powerful about Grayson Murray. Of course,
I haven't read it yet. I flagged it, but I haven't read it yet.
I read it, and that's why I wanted to tweet it out there to people. It's really powerful. The Misunderstood Life of Grayson Murray is what it's called, and it's in Golf Digest. Joel Beal did a terrific job with this. Interviewed the family and friends, back in Raleigh, North Carolina, and man, I'll tell you, you read this, it hits you. So I know it's a little downer, but maybe after the holidays, go back and read that.
Yeah, maybe really we'll put a link up on Instagram too. I want to check that out.
Yeah, definitely wanted to see that. We talked about RSM, right? We talked a little bit about the course last week. We don't have a course, of course, to talk about this week, but there is a great event coming up with our friends at the Penn Club on 2nd that we'd love to talk about.
Yeah, this Sunday for the big Birds game, and it is a big game, especially with the Ravens winning on Monday night. I mean, these are two of the best teams right now in the NFL. That game starts at 4:25, but Sean Brace and the whole crew, I'll be out there. We'll be there probably 2:30, 3:00. I think it starts at 3. And Powers and everybody have set up a tremendous event. We're going to have vodka and beers, contests, closest to the pin, longest drive.
All right, I'll fly out.
Brace will be. Is Brace spinning tunes at this thing? Because I'm
sure he probably is. He's making balloon animals. He does. Yeah, he does it all at these events.
Impressions, the whole thing.
It's tremendous. Yeah, he does it all.
Yeah,
face painting. Yeah, he's great. You should hire him for
juggling.
your bar mitzvahs, weddings. He's fantastic. Yeah, he does it all, folks. He does it all.
Oh my God. Oh man! But that starts around 3:00 on Sunday afternoon and goes through the game. So that's a really cool. I sent an email out to our one and done contestants just to see if they're in the area, because it's a great the Penn Club. If you live in Conshohocken, Lafayette Hill, Plymouth Meeting, even Roxborough, I mean and you're looking for a place to hone your game or just, keep your game up during the winter, because we're in it now. Mm-hmm. I know Moose, we're getting out here today, but greens are punched at a lot of places. It is the official off season. It has hit. So in order to keep that going, you just go onto their website, pc2conchi.com, and check out all the different memberships that they have. It's very affordable, and you can go in there and play. You can play Sea Island, you can play Pebble Beach, but you can also work on your game too. and that's what I use it for.
I had an idea for them too. I saw someone on a simulator. I don't know if they're able to like customize. Someone had the Bryson house set up.
Oh, really?
No
on the
way.
simulator.
Get out.
Maybe we could do something
Like-
like Eagles Cowboys tickets because it's Dallas. Bryson's house is in Dallas. I don't know. Like, there's something there we got to figure out. But if they get
Oh, yeah.
customized, but it was
100-yard shot.
You
right
can
over
make
his
the
head.
hole in one. Oh,
yeah.
Do it before Bryson does it.
And if you break a window, there's got to be something for that too, right?
There should be. Yeah, you got to lose something. You got to do a shot, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
Oh God.
Awesome, good stuff. Yeah, that's looking forward to that. Hopefully, I can get out there for a little bit. Yeah, we'll report back from today with Harry and I at Silica Sands down adjacent to Trout National. So we're gonna try to break in next door and see what we can see, Harry. We'll let people know what's going on down there.
They might not let us take any video of Trout National or photos, maybe, but
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what we can get away with.
Yeah.
And no pressure. I know he listens to every episode, but Nico, if you're listening, I just texted Claudia, your wife, and said, "Hey, come be a guest of the show. The season's over. No excuses. Jump on.
Exactly.
Come on. We want to hear from you."
Let's go. Well, hopefully he'll be on soon.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. We'll put some stuff out today from Trout National, and we will be back next week.